Am I the asshole for taking my family to court over not getting inheritance money? So years ago, around when I 19F was, I think about 7, my great-grandmother passed away. She split inheritance money in her will from me, my mother F39, my aunt F45, and grandmother F69. However, for me, as it was written, it was stated I would only get the money at 18. I'm now 19 and somehow they gave the money to my mother. She never told me about this until I graduated high school. I asked why I didn't get mine now that I'm of age, and she stated, "Well, you'll just spend the money." I understand where she came from, since people my age would spend it, but I am a little furious that I'm now in debt for college and I could have used that money for student loans or maybe even a new car if something happens, as an example. After asking to give it to me, they each refused despite I politely asked, so I decided to take this to court after seeing a copy saying I would get the money at 18, and now everyone in my family is angered at me for standing up for myself. I believe if it's legally stated, then yes, you should fulfill, but I could be wrong as I'm young and I don't understand, plus they are my family and I love them, but I don't feel this is fair and legal. Am I the asshole for suing my family over inheritance money? Edit. I made a few edits to help clear up some things as I was typing this up quickly without proofreading. My apologies. Update. First of all, thank you for the advice. I actually started to cry to have someone other than my dad and good friends side with me. I never had so much positivity happen to me. So I have gotten into contact with the attorney, which they missed my call by mistake, and yes, I do get the money at 18, which now I'm taking this to the courts if the relatives that were at the hearing for the will are willing to cooperate with me in settling this. If not, then yes, I am going to court about it. Thank you everyone. Not the asshole. If this money was left for you to receive at age 18, you should receive the money at age 18. Your mother might be right that you will waste it, but if you do, that's your own call. You're an adult now. Not the asshole. It's not your mother's money. Is it possible she spent it and won't tell you? Not the asshole, who managed the estate. It should have been placed in a trust, and as such you are legally entitled to it. Not the asshole. Your grandmother specified that you get your inheritance at 18. Her wishes mean it's your money. If your family isn't honoring those wishes and giving you what's legally yours, then unfortunately you have no choice but to sue. Not the asshole. They have no right to keep money that is legally yours from you. I'm putting updates in this thread that way it's not gonna interfere with the word count and go against the rules. First of all, thank you for the advice. I actually started to cry to have someone other than my dad and good friends side with me. I never had so much positivity happen to me and being told, "No, you're correct." For once. So I have gotten into contact with the attorney, which they missed my call by mistake, and yes, I do get the money at 18, which now I'm taking this to the courts if the relatives that were at the hearing for the will are willing to cooperate with me in settling this. If not, then yes, I am going to court about it. Thank you everyone. Bless each and every one of you for advice and kindness. Info. Have you actually seen the will? How much money is at stake? Not the asshole. This is your money. The will stated that you will get it at 18. Withholding it can be seen as theft. Not the asshole. As others have suggested, get a lawyer ASAP. But also, stop talking to your family about this until you have a lawyer. The only thing fighting with them before having a lawyer can achieve is that they'll hide and/or destroy evidence. Oh, no, not the asshole. This is what our legal system was meant for. Sue them for every penny that was stolen. Yes, stolen, from you. I'm sorry your family is so rotten. Not the asshole, it's your money that you're entitled to receive. If they're refusing to give it to you, it's essentially theft. Not the asshole. I am 16 right now, and when I graduate I am going to be getting inheritance from my mom's passing. If I found out my dad got it, I would also sue. That's your money, not theirs, and it can help with so many things such as housing, school, and transportation. Not the asshole. It sounds like they spent it and don't want to tell you. You'll just spend it. Translation, I already spent it. Not the asshole. It's legally your money and you're stated what you're doing with it, paying of debts, so it's not like you're just wasting it. Not the asshole. Depending on the wording of the will, it sounds like it should have been placed into an account for you. It's referred to as a UTMA or UGMA, Uniform Transfer or Gift to Minors Act account. The title states that someone like your mother is sort of like a trustee of the funds until you turn 18, but it actually really is in your name and social, and then legally full control has to be turned over to you at 18. In some states it's 21, but you have the right to know when you were 7 how the money was disposed of. Info. Is your mom saying the money is gone or she just doesn't want to turn it over to you? Your mom stole from you. That's true regardless of the results of any mediation or lawsuit that follows. You had rights to that money and, as an adult who meets the terms of the will, she does not have any right to tell you what to do with it. It doesn't matter if you spend all of it on fentanyl and die-cast toy muscle cars. Adults have responsibilities to themselves to make good choices, and your mom can't somehow obviate that. I'd put bets on her already having spent the money. If you sue, you're in for the long haul, and be ready for that. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. That's your money. Family loves to make excuses when it comes to money. Don't listen to any of it. That is their greed talking. If they truly cared about your situation, you would have the money already. Go after them for it. At best they learn a lesson, at worst too embarrass the hell out of them. Either one is worth it in my books. Not the asshole. Hope you get it. Not the asshole. It's your money, and your mother possibly embezzled it, so this could really blow up on her if you pursue this, just so you know. But most likely it will cost a lot to sue her for this, and in the end the truth will come out that she already spent it. Which means, unless she has assets you can, and would, seize, she's judgment-proof. You can win and be entitled to the money, but if she doesn't have it anymore, and nothing else to pay you with, you won't get anything from this. You didn't mention any vast wealth in the family, so I'm assuming this was a fairly modest, but still life-changing at 19, inheritance. And if your mom stole it, she's not very well off either. Update would be awesome when the dust has settled. And not the asshole. Not the asshole suggest, if you haven't already, head on over to our legal advice. Edit. Corrected subname. Take this to our legal advice. No, you're not the asshole. Especially not over $200,000. Not the asshole. They have no right to withhold the inheritance your grandmother wanted you to have. Not the asshole. I bet you mom spent it already. Not the asshole. That money is legally yours, you should have gotten it the day you turned 18 and no later. Not the asshole. Do you have any proof they still have the money? Be prepared for someone to lawyer up, and don't get blindsided at court without one. It is worth paying one on credit card if you have to for this amount of money. Not the asshole. It's your money and she needs to hand it over. She doesn't want it, court comes in. People don't like it, they can sit and spin on it. It wouldn't have come to this if they told her or forced her to hand it over. Not the asshole. You absolutely sue. 1. You were owed money. 2. Someone stole the money. 3. They stole from the dead. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Assuming the will was written by someone competent, the money should have been left with your mother, in trust. This means that she looks after the money for you as stated in the will, e.g. she holds the money for you until you are 18. There are various laws governing what protections there are for money left in trust. As others have said, contact a lawyer, but get a copy of the will first if you can. Not the asshole. It's your money, you're entitled to it, especially now that you're over the age 18 stipulation. But I have a gut feeling that one of the reasons your mom doesn't want to give it to you, other than blowing it, is that it's likely been spent already. Be prepared for any shady actions coming from her, them in the coming months, to even being kicked out. Not the asshole. Best of luck. Not the asshole. You are over 18 and per the will are entitled to the money. Your mother refusing to turn over the funds is theft. FYI op. I am sure your mom has spent the money. Got a stroke reading this. Not the asshole. It's your money, that they have technically stolen. They are mad at you because they know they are in the wrong and that they are the ones who are going to be in trouble for it. Not the asshole. It's your money to do what you want with it, whether it's saving and investing responsibly or blowing it all on cocaine and strippers. Your mother disrespected your late great-grandmother's final wishes and stole your money, plain and simple. I'd sue. Not the asshole. I'm calling it, op. Your money is gone. You're not the asshole here, but be aware that if you pursue this, you might very well lose your family in the process. Not the asshole. This is your money. You're an adult, they have no say in how you spend it. They also owe you the interest on the money. Not the asshole. Dollars to donuts. Your mom spent that money. I have a friend who was injured as a small child. Her mother went to court and my friend got the settlement because she was the injured party, not her mother. It was placed in a trust to be hers at 18. Lo and behold, her mother did some shady stuff and drained the trust. She also stole her daughter's identity to help build her credit, aka run up credit cards. Not the asshole. They are stealing from you, so they can spend the money. Get what is yours. Not the asshole. Your mother is committing a crime. If she still has the money, she'll likely give it to you before this actually goes to court because a lawyer is going to tell her she will lose. If she lets this get to court, then that means she's spent the money. Not the asshole. Your family was entrusted with this money to give to you at 18. You should have literally received it on or around your 18th birthday. Your mother legally has zero authority to keep it from you unless she can prove there are some mental issues or something majorly wrong why you shouldn't have it. Take it to court, though honestly the vibe I'm getting is she already spent it. Not the asshole. Your mother stole from you, and you are fully within your rights to go after that money in court. Not the asshole. I hate stuff like this. Just start going through the process to sue and formally demand it, and hopefully, they'll cough it up. Not the asshole. She owed you the money plus interest. I am betting she didn't give it to you because she no longer has it. And then when you bring it up they say, but we're family. If they pull that, tell them family doesn't steal and screw you over. Not the asshole. Screw your family except you and your grandma. Not the asshole. If it's been 12 years since your grandmother passed, it is not hard to believe that your mother spent all the money. Also, I feel like your family is upset with you like anybody would taking your mother to court because they know that she spent all the money.